His topic for presentation is topical anti-glaucoma medication and lacrimal drainage system obstruction.
Good afternoon, everyone. There is no financial disclosure. Introduction. Long-term use of topical anti-glaucoma medication can cause conjunctival hyperemia, subconjunctival fibrosis, corneal surface damage. These disturbances may be associated with the presence of preservatives or medication themselves and observed after long-term use of topical treatment. Lacrimal drainage system obstruction may also occur due to cicatrizing process such as drug-induced pemphigoid, and usually this occur after long-term use of topical medication. Aim of the study was to study relationship with topical anti-glaucoma medication with lacrimal drainage system obstruction in Tertiary Care Center of Jharkhand. Materials and methods. Study design observational case series. Study duration January to August 2023. Study population 390 patients older than 18 years of age with the diagnosis of glaucoma who were receiving anti-glaucoma medication were enrolled in Tertiary Care Center of Jharkhand. Study site Rio RIMS Ranchi. Exclusion criteria was congenital lacrimal duct obstruction, acute conjunctivitis, chronic cicatrizing conjunctivitis, previous lacrimal duct or nose surgery, lacrimal duct trauma or vital radiotherapy, eyelid and eyelash malposition, untreated blepharitis, mucous membrane disorder. Ethical clearance was obtained from the Institute Ethics Committee, and the study was adherent to the tenets of Declaration of Helsinki, and written informed consent of the patient was taken. Detailed history was taken. Thorough clinical examination was done with slit lamp. Diagnostic probing and irrigation test was performed under topical anesthesia. Statistical analysis will be performed using SPSS version 22. The baseline characteristic of patient will be presented as mean standard deviations. Results. After exclusion, case group included 122 eyes of 94 patients who were on topical anti-glaucoma medication. Control group included 274 eyes of 174 patients. Two group were matched related to age, sex, and associated systemic disorder. There were significantly more lacrimal duct system obstruction in the case group than in control group. Out of 122 eyes of 94 patients, in which 42 was male and 52 was female, in which 18.85% was associated with lacrimal drainage system obstruction. In 270 out of 274 eyes of 174% in control group, in which 52.87% was male and 47.12% was female, in which 7.29% have associated with lacrimal drainage system obstruction. This is shown by the line chart. Based on diagnostic probing and irrigation test, out of 25 eyes of 22% in case group, 72% have associated with upper lacrimal duct obstruction, 24% have associated with lower lacrimal duct obstruction, and 4% have both. Out of 21 patients in control group, 40% have associated with upper lacrimal duct system obstruction, 50% of lower lacrimal duct system, and 10% have both. This is shown by line charts. When combination of timolol and dorzolamide was used in 35 eyes, 20% have lacrimal duct system obstruction. When timolol alone used in 40 eyes, 12.5% have lacrimal duct system obstruction. When combination of timolol, dorzolamide, and pilocarpine was used in 18 eyes, 22.2% have lacrimal duct system obstruction. When combination of timolol, dorzolamide, latanoprost was used in 14 eyes, 14.28% of lacrimal duct system obstruction. When combination of timolol and pilocarpine was used in 15 eyes, 13.33% have lacrimal duct system obstruction. Discussion. Some inflammatory and fibrotic change in the conjunctival surface was observed with topical anti-glaucoma medication. Two combination of significant association with lacrimal duct system obstruction. Combination of timolol, dorzolamide, and combination of timolol, dorzolamide, pilocarpine. This shows that combination therapy has more adverse effect on lacrimal drainage system than single therapy. Timolol reported to cause lacrimal obstruction and conjunctival fibrosis. Increasing age in the control group was significantly associated with increasing frequency of lacrimal duct system obstruction. Conclusion. The result of this study shows that patient on combination therapy with topical anti-glaucoma medication are increased risks of developing lacrimal duct system obstruction. The risk of obstruction is more in the upper lacrimal duct system. Patients who were using topical anti-glaucoma medication are at increased risk of undergoing surgery for dacryocysterinostomy, canalicular stenting compared to patients who were followed for glaucoma or suspected glaucoma but not treated with anti-glaucoma medication. These are references. Thank you.
So, what are you going to advise for the patients on anti-glaucoma medications? How do you prevent? Huh? No, you can follow, but ultimately, what is the how to avoid? Anyway, they are not going to stop
Yes,
anti-glaucoma
yes,
medications, no?
extensive use of these topical medication awareness the surgeon to prevent advanced lacrimal drainage system surgery, sir. To
Other than that, no? What do you think? Only timolol,
yes,
actually timolol only we studied actually causes,
yes, sir.
but
Yes, sir.
we'll be using for so many patients, but
Yes, yes,
not many, very, I don't know, I didn't see only
yes,
patients developing lacrimal obstruction after timolol also, very less.
yes, very less.
But you have combination, it's more like that.
Combination is
Combination can cause more
lacrimal.
inflammation and
Yes, yes,
thing and all.
yes.
But we can ask the patients also to close after applying this one.
Yes.
By that way also we can prevent entry of this anti-glaucoma medication.
Yes,
We can
yes.
ask the patient to close the duct, just
Yes.
occlude the,
Yes, ma'am.
with the finger itself we can ask
Yes,
them.
yes,
That much we can create awareness if you, the incidence is so much actually.
yes.
Okay, thank you.
Thank